Today we have a somber story to discuss, a case that highlights the importance of workplace safety and the dire consequences of neglecting it. In December 2020, tragedy struck at a construction site located at 555 Teeple Terrace in London, Ontario. 2 workers lost their lives, and 4 others suffered critical injuries when a section of a building under construction collapsed. The companies involved in this unfortunate incident are iSpan Systems LP, a manufacturer of steel joist systems based in Princeton, Ontario, and East Elgin Concrete Forming Limited, a concrete contractor in Tillsonburg, specializing in foundation and flat work. iSpan Systems LP was responsible for fabricating the building's structural steel frame, including the frames required to support concrete forms. Meanwhile, East Elgin was tasked with the concrete pour, while retaining supervisory responsibilities and subcontracting the roof pour to another company. A subsequent investigation by the Ministry of Labor, Immigration, Training, and Skills Development revealed several deficiencies and methodological errors that contributed to the tragic collapse. East Elgin employed a laser level during the concrete pour, directing the subcontractor to pour to the height of the laser level. However, this approach failed to account for the deflection of the steel frame under the weight of the concrete. A crucial oversight was the absence of a dipstick, which could have provided an accurate reading of concrete depth during the deflection process. This resulted in the incorrect assumption that the concrete depth was insufficient at certain locations, leading to the application of more concrete than specified by iSpan. Furthermore, an engineering analysis conducted by the ministry's engineers revealed that the weight of the applied concrete exceeded design values by a significant margin. This excessive weight played a critical role in the collapse and its severity. Another contributing factor was the failure of a roof beam support known as a beam pocket. The loads transferred to this beam pocket from the stud packs exceeded its ultimate load-carrying capacity, resulting in a catastrophic failure. The analysis indicated that iSpan's approved engineering drawings specified a 14-gauge deep track for the stud pack. However, an iSpan employee deviated from these specifications, opting for a thinner and shorter 16-gauge shallow track. Additionally, welds between the studs were placed lower than specified by the fabrication drawings, further compromising the beam's capacity. iSpan's quality control department failed to detect these errors, a grave oversight that proved fatal. Had the wall been fabricated as designed, it would have possessed the necessary margin of safety to prevent the overpouring of concrete and subsequent collapse. As a result of these lapses, iSpan Systems LP was convicted of failing to ensure that a building, structure, or any part thereof could support the loads applied to it in accordance with good engineering practice. East Elgin Concrete Forming Limited was convicted of failing to provide proper information, instruction, and supervision to protect the health and safety of its workers. In December 2023, following guilty pleas in the Ontario Court of Justice in London, iSpan Systems LP was fined $260,000 and East Elgin Concrete received a fine of $140,000. Justice Michael Carnegie presided over the case, underscoring the critical importance of workplace safety. These fines serve as a sobering reminder that the safety of workers should always be the top priority in any workplace. The tragic incident of December 11, 2020, stands as a stark example of the consequences when safety protocols are not diligently followed.